Welcome back to Goodship. It's Jed, your trusted cruise ship travel guide, and today we're taking a deck-by-deck tour of Princess Cruises' latest flagship, the Sun Princess. The ship is full of new technology and features that are sure to delight a newer generation of travelers. Oh, and speaking of a new generation, remember to head on over to my Instagram. It's the best way to get in touch with me directly and keep up to date with all of the latest Goodship content. Now, before we get started with the tour, let's take a look at some of the statistics behind this new state-of-the-art cruise ship. Sun Princess measures in at a huge 345 meters in length. That's almost 5 747s. She also weighs in at a staggering 177,000 gross tons, and in fact, Sun Princess is the largest ship to ever be built in Italy at the Fincantieri shipyard. She is also the leading ship in the new Sphere-class fleet, which gets its name from the distinctive dome above the bridge and the spherical curves of the midship balconies. But enough talk about the boring stuff, let's get this tour started here on Deck 19. Deck 19 features the jogging track, which initially was also home to Park 19. As of September 2024, Park 19 has been dismantled, which is reflected in updated deck plans on the Princess Cruises website. Heading on down to Deck 18, you'll find one of the star attractions on Sun Princess, the Dome. As you enter the Dome, you'll find tiered seating that cascades towards a large indoor-outdoor pool and access to the Sea View Terrace. The Dome is a truly versatile space that is as practical as it is beautiful. Heading outside to the Sea View Terrace, you can find 2 whirlpools, a bar, and plenty of sun lounges. This area is also adults only, so if you're looking for a quiet retreat, it's the perfect spot to get away. Located at Midship on Deck 18 is the upper level of the Lido deck. There's 4 large whirlpools spread across this deck, along with a sun bar. Also located centrally on Deck 18 is the fitness centre and beauty salon. Now, heading towards the aft of the ship, you'll find one of the signature features of the Sphere class. This is the Sanctuary and Signature Sun Deck. It's worth noting that this part of the ship is only accessible by suite guests. Moving on to deck 17, you'll find the lower level entrance into the dome. Just forward of the Lido pool area, you can also find a variety of dining venues, a bar, and a large bathing towel station. Two large swimming pools also make their home here on the Lido deck. The rest of Deck 17 houses a variety of cabins and suites. However, at the very aft of Deck 17 is the Love by Brito specialty dining venue. Now, jumping all the way down to Deck 9 will have you at the very top floor of the newly redesigned Piazza. The glass walkways here show off the features of the unique glass sphere, which surrounds the Piazza and floods the atrium with ocean views as far as the eye can see. Located aft of the Piazza are two dining venues, Alfredo's Pizzeria and the International Cafe. Another unique feature of Sun Princess is the location of the buffet, which is located all the way down here on Deck 9. To get to the eatery on Sun Princess, you simply head past the International Cafe. The buffet occupies almost half of Deck 9 and also features the Catch by Rudy and Butcher's Block. And as a side note, there's also no self-serve beverage machines on Sun Princess, which I found to be quite unusual on such a large cruise ship. The eatery is where you will also find the promenade, which is the alfresco dining space. Along with a variety of seating, there's also some bars and dining venues that offer pizza, burgers, and hot dogs. Heading on down to Deck 8 forward, you will find the upper level of Princess Arena. This layout is quite the departure from older Princess ships as it features 360-degree seating and a central stage. This type of layout is very immersive, and Princess have done a great job by introducing shows that make the most of this. Now, moving aft from Princess Arena will have you at the forward elevator bank in front of the casino. I love this part of the ship as the design reminded me of one of my all-time favourite ocean liners, the Normandy. The resemblance is loose, but as a self-confessed ship nerd, I'll take what I can get. Sun Princess has a sizable casino located here on Deck 8, and it sits between the Princess Arena and the Piazza. Piazza on Deck 8 is host to the Crooner's Bar and Kai Sushi. Both of these venues take full advantage of the incredible views from the Sphere. Located directly behind the Crooner's Bar on Deck 8 is the Teppanyaki restaurant. Moving aft along Deck 8, you will find the Shops of Princess, which run all the way through to Sabatini's Italian and the upper deck of the Horizons dining room. This upper level of the Horizons dining room also provides access to the Wakeview pool and bar. This part of the ship is accessible to everyone and is another one of my favourite features on board Sun Princess. It's also the perfect spot to take in the interesting design of Sun Princess's aft, which features not one but two glass lifts to whisk you up and down the ship in style. Moving on down to Deck 7 forward, you'll be on the lower level of the Princess Arena. Directly aft of the Princess Arena, you will find a long concourse that features a variety of venues. Some of the larger venues located here are Princess Live, a gelato bar, and O'Malley's Irish Bar. The Irish Bar is decadent in its styling, however I was disappointed by the size of this venue and it can become easily overwhelmed with guests. Now, as we move into the heart of the ship, you'll be in the lowest level of the 3-story Piazza. The Bellini bar and coffee current sit either side of the Piazza floor. As we head to the aft of the ship, once more there are more retail venues, which line a rather long passage that carries passengers all the way to the end of the ship. The wheelhouse bar sits just forward of the aft elevator bank and features heavy naval theming, which is very fun if you're a ship geek like myself. Moving through the aft elevator bank welcomes you into the middle floor of the Horizon's main dining room. And if you'd like to see a more in-depth review of dining on board the Sun Princess, feel free to check out my review. I'll leave the link in the description below. Deck 6 has minimal public spaces, but you will find the very futuristic guest services area located behind the forward elevator bank. Aft of guest services is the absolutely beautiful Lotus Spa. Just imagine how relaxing it would be to spend a few hours here. And finally, to conclude my tour of the Sun Princess, you will also find the lower level of the Horizon's dining room at the aft of Deck 6. Well, thank you so much for stopping by Goodship today. I hope you enjoyed this tour of the Sun Princess as much as I enjoyed filming and making it. Feel free to like, comment, and even subscribe to keep up to date with all of the latest Goodship content. Also, pop on over to my Goodship Instagram to see some fun behind the scenes pics and get in touch with me directly. Thank you so much, and I really look forward to seeing you again in the very near future.